think about when you're with someone that you love and you want to hang out with them. Even if it's just watching TV and existing with them. If you're married, think of your spouse doing this. And you're excited to hang out with your person, and that person's just...
This is not okay. This needs to stop.
That was my marriage.
Now.
And okay. And how that made you feel. Now multiply that by 10. I'm Mazie.
Oh, I'm Lindsey, and this is Unfiltered Trauma Blondes.
Welcome.
Yeah, I just had to pause for a second because I was like, oh yeah, I have to keep talking. We're getting better. Right?
I mean,
I don't know. I haven't gone back and watched any of the old ones. Like, they're so old. But you know what I mean.
Like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah. No.
This is 8 weeks, right? This is
7.
the 8th one?
7, right? 6. We did.
Technically it's the 7th because we did 2 6s.
Yeah, so it's almost been 2 months.
That's wild.
That is crazy. 2 months that we've been doing it,
Yeah.
but not that long since we released.
Right.
Because we did the first 3.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long. I
It
feel like we
doesn't.
just started a few weeks ago.
I know. It's because it's
Interesting.
fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to it all
Me too.
week.
Me too.
Like, just even the vent session, it's like therapy.
Yeah, I'm
What was the word we used for therapy? Oh, come on. Daryl says it.
asylum?
No. You missaid it. Oh, come on.
I missaid it?
Yeah. On one of the other episodes.
Look at me and smile.
Why? Nope.
List.
On my teeth?
Your teeth, yes.
You did too earlier.
Why was it worse?
I was putting her lip stuff on, and as I was putting it on, she was standing there like this.
I was laughing. Don't make me look retarded.
Like, do you want me to paint it on your teeth? You're beautiful.
I'm gonna go back to that episode. Can you quit thinking out loud? Think in your head.
I didn't say that. It was scripted. Somebody wrote it. Where's our writer?
You're such a liar. Oh my God.
Somebody needs to be held accountable for this.
And just so you know, everyone has said that they see you trying to. It's off your teeth. Quit licking your fucking teeth.
Well, now I feel like there's like a gloss on them from my lip stuff.
They keep saying, well, I know she's just instigating, or I know she's just... I'm like, I'm not the only one that sees it. Thank you.
Who's telling you this?
Literally everyone today, first of all.
That I'm a bully?
That you try to get a rise out of me.
Oh, well, of course.
Why?
Because it's fun.
This is supposed to be relaxing for me.
It's fun, though.
But for you, you're the bully.
It's not bullying. Bullying's like bad. It's just teasing. I'm flirting with you.
Social media with kids.
No, we can't do that yet. We've got other things to discuss.
Oh, what's your aloha?
Aloha.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
That was probably the most annoying thing they've ever heard. I'm sorry.
Didn't even interest us that much anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went outside to my car yesterday and it didn't start. So that was shitty. The battery was so dead that we couldn't even get the trunk open or the doors open. My dad had to jump it just to open it. So then I had to call somebody to come out there.
So you don't have like the manual key that comes out of the fob?
Mm-mm.
That's why full battery and shit like that is not worth it to me.
Full battery?
Like your type of car. You can't unlock it with a key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, these days, like, there's somebody that can come fucking help you. It's not like
but you got to pay extra for it. You know what I mean?
I would have, yeah, that's true.
It's just more expensive. The car's more expensive. The maintenance is more expensive.
Yeah, it was
all
expensive
the troubles
as
that you
fuck.
have with it. Like, it's not worth it to me. It's not worth it.
Well, and
That's
I
insane.
finally, it sucks. Like, I finally got
Oh my God,
the
what if
rest of
that's all
my
cards?
divorce money, right? That I had put aside for Ryder. I was going to put it aside for Ryder school.
For the record, it was less than 2-digit thousands. Stupid.
Yeah, going to go to the school. And now $1,100.
$1,100.
I'm sure I got hosed.
That makes me nauseous.
This is what I swear. This is fucking just what. I'm not even gonna say it. Not gonna be negative Nancy.
Well, the harder that things are right now, God, what did I hear today? There's lessons like it's basically all of the struggles. There's lessons in the struggle, and that's what makes you successful. And it's like the more
that's what I keep thinking.
The more
like,
of a struggle it is, the better it's going to be.
It's like God's doing some like very real character building in me right now, and giving me like a crash course in all the things that I didn't do during marriage. Because in most marriages, right, like things are split. I swear, this is not to be mean, but you're dumber when you're married.
Oh, 1,000%.
You're fucking dumber when you're married.
Because your brain, it's
trust.
Default. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not that it's dumber. It's that you are
like
following
just in sleep mode.
To an extent, but at the same time, isn't that what you're supposed
autopilot?
To do? But isn't that what you're supposed to do in marriage?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know that you're supposed to really turn it off like that.
No, not turn it off. I mean to coast, to autopilot, because you're trusting your other person to you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, even if I were to get into another relationship, that is something that I would try really hard not to let myself do.
Oh, sure.
Not know the things that I should know, period. I didn't expect to get dropped on my head this time. You know what I mean?
I was actually thinking about that even in simple things though. So with my ex-husband, with Bryce, I wasn't it had gotten to a point, I was thinking about why I was so different was what it came down to. And so when I was married, I didn't, I still never shit when he was in the house. Cause that's just, oh no. Nope. Absolutely not.
That's funny. And I would walk in the bathroom when James was shitting.
Absolutely
but there's no way. If he walked in the bathroom, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in here?
Absolutely not. No. But anyway, so there were I remember waking up and getting out of bed and not brushing my hair. I did go through a time where I was depressed. When I was married to him, I had my season. Life had lifed and I was down.
Yeah.
Marital problems or not, I was just down. So I know that I had those seasons. I didn't learn the coping skills that I needed as a kid to understand those types of problems. So I was learning them in my adulthood, didn't know how to handle it, whatever. But I had let myself go so much while I was with Bryce, even in the first 3 years. And I say 3 years because I think of my relationship with Robbie. They're two very different men. But I made it a point to care about the way that I looked. You weren't catching me with are you still green? You weren't catching me with my hair all wild and the curls all crazy. You want to check? But you wouldn't catch me with the curlies and the messed up bun and the unwashed, unbrushed, unwhatevered hair. And with Robbie, I stay shaved. I was showered. Well, I was always showered, but I was double showered every day. I just cared about myself so much more. And that was such a short relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think about the different types of people that you're attracted to. And how did we get here?
What was your high low?
My high. Oh my gosh. My high will beat your high, all the highs. So a friend of mine in high school, I posted about it. A friend of mine in high school, we were paired up our senior year and we were the best of friends. His birthday's to the day, a month before mine. And I'm going to have to swallow a lot. I got to shorten the story up. Anyway, we had a connection. And then over time, I've stayed in touch with him. He stayed in touch with me. We were living in different states. And he has become an artist. He's always been a great artist. And so whenever I was looking at my house, I knew that I wanted to have a giant Bob Marley. Giant. And so we were going through pricing. And the size that I wanted originally is not anything that I could afford.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I still got a fucking big portrait of Bob Marley.
Yeah, I saw it. It's beautiful.
He did amazing. And I gave him all the freedom. I told him the only thing that I want is the gold, the metallic, the fleek, gold leaf. fleek in his blunt and maybe in his dreads in certain places. The way that he did it is not how I had it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bomb. Oh my gosh, I cried. Eden was like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, you don't understand. Because then I texted Devontae.
But that's why people pay what they pay for art, because it moves them.
Well, but the thing is like, I had been looking for a Bob Marley portrait that I wanted, and I could find the size that I wanted and the price that I wanted, but it just didn't feel right. I don't know.
Well,
and then to have something that I know the artist and he painted that for me.
It's an original.
Yeah. And then he put my initials in his fucking collar of his shirt. And I'm like, that will always be a one of one. No one's going to want MM in their collar on a painting. Sure. But it was hidden.
Whenever you get famous, they will. That painting will go for so much.
I'm never selling it.
I wouldn't
if that ever happened. No, absolutely not. And so I'm like, that was my high. My low, I have had back issues and neck issues forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I had gotten to a point where I could literally hardly walk the last probably 2-3 days. Very difficult. Even the people at work were like, go home. So I went to the doctor, found out this morning. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I have to have a whole bunch of physical therapy, and I have osteoarthritis in my neck. And what?
You're missing your little top
Yeah, I know.
thing.
We took those off.
Mine's on? I didn't take it off.
I took mine off.
Oh.
I'm so glad that you were listening to my story.
I was listening, but I thought, will it affect it?
Nope.
Because the other ones, the two, they sounded different.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to.
Yeah, you're wearing one of the two.
Say something. I should probably be muffled a little bit. You said I'm louder than you.
You are, yeah.
You're,
especially when you laugh and you get like really excited.
I'll try to work on that.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, I know.
That makes the experience with you more. Like you're a good hype woman. Unfortunately, also in the negative sense, like
I believe it.
We're like you rally to we're gonna kill people.
Yeah,
and I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah.
When you're like,
yeah, don't tell me unless you're fucking serious about it.
You're very influential. I never saw myself as a follower until you.
What do you mean?
When you get super hyped, I'm like, fuck yeah, or yeah, that's fuck that shit. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Why don't you kill them?
Yeah.
And it's like all I did was step on your cat's tail. But I deserve to die. You're so right, because how disrespectful would it be? And I just didn't care. And I've been plotting this the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It didn't take me that long to get to you.
You're an extremist.
Okay, so high-low. Do you have a creep of the week?
No.
Anybody that got weird on you?
No, but I have gotten 3 messages since Thursday of one of them in particular. He's going to hate me. But one of them in particular, he said, I'm swallowing a lot of saliva. This works. I am not dehydrated. There's no way. I am now. That's quick. He said, so usually I'm really persistent about the things that I set my mind to, but I'm kind of scared that I'm going to wind up on your podcast. And I was like, oh, you don't want to be the creep of the week? Come on, don't be a pansy. And he was like, preferably not.
And so here you are.
But I've gotten multiples of like, okay, so if I keep hitting on you, am I going to end up on the podcast?
Yeah.
Or am I going to be your creep of the week?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's crazy that guys know that. I was talking to someone today and he was like, I'm sure 95% of the people watching your stuff are going to be women. And I'm like, oh, absolutely. I don't see guys listening to this.
Actually, the only people that tell me religiously that they're watching it is all dudes.
Probably because they're trying to get in your pants, Lindsey.
They're not. I've only been asked, like legitimately asked out a few times.
It doesn't matter. They're friends with you. They know you. If you said, hey, the door's open, you just got to walk through, they'd be like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Some of them are just friends. I think guys are capable of that.
Sure.
I've had a lot of guy friends.
Sure, but you're also, I have to filter. and a hot one at that.
That was dirty. It's
That's
a
how
good
guys
thing.
think.
It's a good thing. She said. Remember we talked about, you tell me.
Yeah, no, but don't do that's no.
Tell
And
me
if
your
you could hear that, Nico, just like beep
For
through.
what?
Don't, you're a bully. You're a bully. Who's your creep
She's
of the week?
focused today. Y'all been talking about me
You ain't
making
gonna
a plan
trap
behind
me
my back.
now.
Fine now. I'll break out the big guns. I get what I want.
You know what's really sad? So I went out on Sunday, and the person that I was with, I was saying, like, if I didn't pick up on it at the time, he did, and I would laugh and say stupid, and like I'm calling him names, and I'm saying, I'm like, as soon as he called me out, he goes, I'm just gonna get a clicker for all the times that I'm either threatened or that you are calling me
names.
a name. And he was like, and I'm just gonna click it, and we're gonna count every time we see each other. And I was like,
stupid.
Yeah, but in my mind, I'm like, product of my environment.
I'm just kidding. It's not stupid. It's funny. It's cute. It's like somebody calling you out on being a bully.
Yeah, except I am not trying to be cute.
You think I'm trying to be cute?
No, I think you're a bully.
I am not. I'm not even close to a bully. I'm not. Nope.
The first step to recovery is to admit that you have a problem.
I don't have anything to recover from. I have a lot of shit to recover from. It's not being a bully.
Okay. Do you have a creep of the week?
No.
That's good.
No. I haven't, I don't know. No. I didn't have a weenie of the week either.
I didn't have a weenie of the week. I'm trying to get you to ask for a weenie.
Oh.
I don't like that. I could pick up on that too well, and if I feel like you're trying to get that out of me, I'm not interested. It's gross to me.
I do have a lot of fucking triggers these days where like they can say one thing, you're like, nope.
Well, it's hypersensitivity, nope. Right?
And I hope some of that goes away because I know I'm being like over the top.
It will. And honestly, I really feel like that's God's way of like for you to be so hyper focused on those things. I really feel like that's a protection thing for yourself and like keep it.
Yeah.
For the time being. So you're healed, you know? I wish that I wouldn't have gone against myself as early as I did in my healing process of like, nope, you're just being hypersensitive. Because then I got the ick about people that were probably actually really good people.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I find myself wanting what I got grossed out about or pushed away about. I find myself wanting it now that I'm more healed, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get there.
You will. Don't rush it.
All right. So we have a topic today.
Yeah.
The topic is social media.
Well,
and
modern
like,
technology and parenting,
with our kids
right?
and parenting and yeah, all the techie things. Okay. With kids, when is the right age for social media? Like social, as in when I think of social media, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or I like to call it Snatch Chat.
My kids will not ever have Snapchat.
Never.
Not ever.
No.
Even so, I have a thing on their phone that they have to ask permission before they can download an app. And I had to take it off because it wasn't working. Like I even tried it on her phone, and I had to whatever. She was being honest, and so I took off the block for ask permission, and she was able to download whatever. So she downloaded Snapchat during that time. She ended up getting in trouble because she knew better, but that was an immediate delete. Not absolutely the fuck not. Yeah, that's not happening. No Snapchat.
Do you think not Snapchat? Period. Okay, think about the other ones then.
How do you and Instagram?
Yeah, do you think that you will let them as teenagers have it, or do you think that you are off limits till you're 18? Like, what's your?
So my kids have had Marco Polo, so they do have that. And we still talk on that. Jax, he was allowed to have Instagram 7th grade, so this year, or like this school year that we just had. And it's the same with Eden. You can have it when you go into 7th grade. Honestly, that kind of, looking back, it scares me. But I also know me as a kid, and I know that I made my own account. My parents didn't know, and I was very strategic about that, and I blocked certain people, and you know what I mean? And or I'd get on my friend's social media and I'd look at stuff that I wanted to look at. So it's not worth it. If they're going to do it, I would rather them do it with me knowing so that I can go back and monitor. You know what I mean?
So they have it?
Jax has it. Eden does not. And
what does he have?
Instagram, just Instagram. And it's attached to my account. So it's a parent account or a kid account, whatever. And then whenever they're 18, it phases out into an adult account. So I will have access to his stuff the whole time. And then I also have an app on their phone called Bark. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
So with Bark, it's amazing. I recommend it for any parent. You can download it on their phone, download it on your phone. They're the kid, you're the parent, obviously. You do have to have a desktop for a certain whatever. But it tracks, basically it monitors everything on their phones. If there's suicidal talk, if there's sexual content that pops up on their phone, it immediately blocks it, and it tells you if they search something like a website or they search something inappropriate on an app, it'll
porn.
Yeah, it'll tell you, it'll flag it, and then it'll tell the parent. And I do worry about that. And there have been the last few times that, Jax, if you're watching this and you're watching porn, we're gonna have serious issues. But on Bark, it said that there were pop-ups, and it was the same whatever babe pop-up 7 times. And I'm like, okay, he's watching porn. But I want to say it's a pop-up, but even the ones before that were pop-ups because it says what it is. And like, that shit pops up for the SEO that they have on that is disgusting. The fact that someone would intentionally do the SEO on that so that it pops up during a kid's YouTube video, like, yeah, that's fucking sick. You know that 13-year-olds are watching this, and you want to
even
solicit porn to them.
Yeah, they do it in like cartoon type ways.
God, it drives me fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Keep our kids and stop being creepy.
They're so fucking creepy.
Biology and technology have not.
They want to over sexualize kids as soon as possible.
Well, not only that, but technology and biology is never going to be one and the same anymore. Like, technology develops far faster than humans, and so like, biologically, we can't comprehend everything that we have at our fingertips. You know what I mean? And as these kids get older and they get introduced to more and more technology, we didn't have tablets to watch. We didn't have that shit. Yes, we had, whenever we were given that, we could have used it as a tool to educate better or whatever. It is so overused now that it is, like, in my opinion, especially with ChatGPT and all that kind of stuff, it is limiting the amount of common sense and the ability of just working their own brain to figure shit out, because they're relying on AI to have it done for them now. You know what I mean?
I agree and disagree, because at the same time, whenever we are doing that, you're having to learn new skills in order to do that. So I think that there's actually a skill shift that's happening.
Sure.
I don't think that people are necessarily getting dumber. I think actually they're getting smarter, and they're figuring out ways to do things. I mean, we're not.
But what I'm saying is they're reliant on it. They can't, it's going to get to a point where they're so reliant on it that they can't figure it out themselves, because their first thought is, I got to ask ChatGPT. That's going to be look at where we are right now. Look at kids now versus kids whenever, like, whenever we were that age. You look at them and you're like, I know you're a kid, but you're way fucking dumber than I was. They're like,
I don't know. I think that it's hard to have this, like, everybody's view of themselves as a child is pretty skewed too.
Sure. Very fair. I at least knew how to write fucking cursive.
Well,
I at least knew that the earth wasn't flat.
Cursive in school anymore.
I knew the earth wasn't flat.
Unless, like, dyslexia, they do.
No, our kids now, and they aren't, like, the boys aren't young men anymore. The young women aren't young women anymore. Like, it's changed. It's changed.
Are you talking about sexually?
in every aspect.
Okay, I didn't know if you were saying
Knowledge-based, sexually, preference, like even back to social media, that way that we're posing. Like I say we as kids, like the way that we posed as kids versus the way that they pose.
I think there's a lot that aren't though.
I see far more that are.
Yeah, but mine's not.
What do you mean? Like your kid isn't?
Mm-mm.
Sure.
Like I think there's a lot of us that are still like doing it right, honestly. I think there's a lot of parents that are out there fighting that.
I don't disagree because my kids aren't doing that.
I have a lot of friends that like our kids, you know, I don't know.
I'm just saying they're being exposed to that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
definitely exposed to very different, like so adult, so fast.
And it's being okayed because technology is being seen as a babysitter.
Because people, exactly, it's laziness.
Yes.
Fucking laziness.
Lazy parenting.
Absolutely.
That's why I love the kids that are raised by their grandparents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're so much more human.
Okay, so the right time, right age.
You might be getting me on a soapbox this whole time. I feel like heated.
I think, like for Ryder, anyways, that the right age, like I've always said that I would not let him have social media, period, until he was 18 years old. I don't know how I feel about it anymore in my mind. Things are shifting for me as I'm watching him mature. I'm noticing that, like, okay, there's certain things that I think that he might handle better than, and he's older now, and I don't know. Your view changes.
Yeah.
My perspective changed. I don't know. He asked me about it the other day, and I was like, look, I need to see how mature you are. Like, you start getting your shit done. Show me you can handle it, and we'll talk about it. But I'm not just going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Like, and he'll try that. Like when my friends, I don't give a shit.
That's how
I don't give a shit what your friends have. They're not my fucking problem.
Yeah. Well, and they had plenty of things.
Yeah,
before
absolutely.
Jax had his stuff.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I think same as in you have to just kind of pick for your kid, and I think each kid, the age might be different. Too.
Absolutely.
So you got one little dickhead, right? And the other one's acting right. Give the one that's acting right
honestly,
shit, not the little dickhead.
So whenever I post things on Instagram, I love being able to tag Jax and like share those memories with him. I wish I could do that with Eden, but at the same time, I'm not ready for her. I feel like it's so much worse for women than it is, or for girls than it is boys. I feel like there's pressure anyway now with social media and for teens.
I think women put a lot more pressure on themselves also, especially physically. And
yes, that's my point.
Yeah.
And so at that point, it doesn't matter an age. I've had body dysmorphia since I was 9. I genuinely feel like Eden is in this place of figuring out what she likes about herself and what she doesn't. And like she has put herself on a diet for unrealistic expectations of herself. And I know that I have it, and I know that I talk negatively about myself, and I'm sure that I do it when I'm around my kids without realizing it. But I do make it a point that every time I'm around my kids that I don't say something negative about myself. Because I don't want Eden to feel that way. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like
But do you say good things about yourself?
That's where I didn't counter it correctly. And I'm aware of that. I say positive things about myself as a personality. Like, and I think that that's why physical compliments, like, sure, I want to be told that I'm beautiful and that you find me attractive. Sure. But I want that to be the door opening into you wanting to learn who I am. You know what I mean? Absolutely. What I am is not something that I made. You know what I mean? Like, I manage it by keeping it at a certain weight or whatever, but I didn't make this. I didn't have this option. I want to know that you care about getting to know who I am and what I can contribute. You have a little bit of a say-so in it. Yes, sure. To manage it. But like, after that, that's not my God-given, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
And I feel like with girls, they are pressured a lot more now because of the role models that they have now compared to who we had.
Yeah. They have a lot more at their fingertips, though, too.
1,000%.
So, like, we've talked about this. Like, they learn so early. They've got so many things to watch. Like, we went through an actual awkward stage.
Oh, yes.
Like, where you just fucking looked awful.
For at least.
Everybody had braces and, like, fucking food. And on boys, man, they would always, like, their features, some of them would grow way before the rest of them. So, like, a big-ass nose or ears stuck out. Went away for a summer. come back in
and
like,
then
it was like,
GQ.
oh my God. I still remember
Ooh,
coming
I'm
back,
excited
girl,
for this.
coming back. I will not say the name, but coming back from high school, and it was after freshman year, it was going into sophomore year. And I remember seeing a certain person for the first time, and I hadn't seen him all summer long. Oh my God. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Like grew up.
That's how it was with so we had in elementary school, we had the popular group, and there were a set of twins, a girl and a guy. And the guy had a crush on me in elementary school, but he was like, no, no way in hell. And then we get into high school and we re-meet, and he had gotten on, what's the other ADD medication? Not Adderall. Ritalin. Before all that stuff. And I was like, I'm drooling. Like, just, you were the most beautiful thing to walk this planet. So tall, so slender, but
have you had
like
somebody
bulk.
like that you couldn't talk?
Yes.
God, that's the worst.
Yes. I was actually thinking about that the other day. So whenever before Robbie and I had gotten together, Nicole and I had gone to Target, and we were walking out, and a guy just paid attention to me. Like, I was unfamiliar with that at that point.
All right.
And so I acknowledged it, and I said something about, I want alligator bites. And she was like, let's go get alligator bites. And the guy said, ooh, alligator bites sound good. I was like, well, then let's go get it. Let's go. Yeah. I was like, I looked at Nicole and I was like, and it was silent. No one said anything. And so in my mind, I'm like, they just all looked at each other behind me, and they were like,
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was awful. Let's go. I get in the car. I was like, I'm in no place to date. Put me back. I'm not cut out for single life.
I had a guy come in for a haircut once, and I was not expecting that.
I couldn't touch
when
him.
He walked in the door. I was like,
broke. I can't do it today.
It's like telling me what he wants. I'm just like, trying to I finally got to a point where I loosened up, but I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. That was,
well, you got it done.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Okay. So let's see. Social media with body image. We kind of like went into that one already. I think that it has a fuck ton to do with body image. And that's one of the reasons I think keeping them off of it is because they have less of that comparison bullshit.
So yes, however, I do think that as parents, the way that we can adjust to that is understanding that that is there. So let's do our job before we get them on social media to train them of like, okay, when you get on social media, this is what you can expect. Like, this is the way that it's manipulated. This is what it's trying to do. Because I know that for me, when I was in my fitness journey, I was interested in looking at other women's workouts because I didn't know how. And so then I would find these women that I liked their physique because that's what I was trying to get to. And I would follow them so that I could try to get to that. So it was more of like a mentorship type of situation, like a goal-based thing. That's a positive in me, to my mind. That's a positive thing. Whereas fixating on all the things that you don't have to make it to where you don't look like that person, and now you're ugly, and now you're this, and you got to do this. And that's where it's like, you can get into that hole really fast.
For sure.
So let's train them on what to expect.
I agree. But I think that we have to take into consideration the fact that their brains are not fully developed. And so 100%. That is working against them at all times. So you can tell them over and over and over, but they don't have the bandwidth to absorb everything. And so that's whenever you're like, I guess you got to go by maturity and all those other angles of it too. It really should not be a fucking small decision. I don't think it should just be like, yeah, sure, fucking get on it. No, like seriously.
Yeah.
We had issues. Well, we'll get there, but it's actually in this. But like, even kids and behavior changing with it. Like noticing, you notice little things.
We are.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. The next one was how's technology influenced parenting style?
We get more lazy.
Absolutely.
We get far more lazy.
We have gotten a lot more lazy.
And then too, we are on it so much as adults because we have the freedom to do that we get on it around our kids. And if you think about it, and this will make you feel like shit. Think about when you're with someone that you love and you want to hang out with them. Even if it's just watching TV and existing with them. If you're married, think of your spouse doing this. And you're excited to hang out with your person, and that person's just
that was my marriage.
And and how that made you feel. Now multiply that by 10. That's what a kid feels whenever they're like, hey, you want to watch a movie with me? And you're like, sure. And you sit there and you're just like, you're not present with them,
right?
You know what I mean? And then here, like, to us, it's no big deal because one, we're all selfish-minded because we're human. But two, like, you're on it so much that you don't even realize that it's taking you away from the present. You know what I mean? Until your fucking neck hurts.
I've definitely been on it more, being like whenever you're thrown into the single world.
Yeah.
I mean, because if Ryder's not here, which he's not all the time, then I'm just here by myself.
Yeah, but you're
so then you like create these little habits. You know what I mean? And then I notice I'm doing it. I'm like, ugh, like set it down.
Well, I remember whenever I was with Robbie, we had gotten to a point where he didn't want me on. He did not want me on social media. So then it was okay. Well, then we can both get off of. So I have no problem with that. So we get off social media, and I found myself going back to my phone to get on Instagram to scroll pictures from other people's stuff. So much so that I just wanted the picture so bad that I just went to my photo album and started scrolling pictures and looking at pictures. And it was like, I've literally trained myself that much.
That's what it is.
That I have to look at shit to take me out of the present moment of what I'm doing. Like,
but it's not always the case. Like if I'm on a vacation, there's a lot of times whenever I can just like walk away from it.
Sure.
Like, so I don't know.
But you're being occupied by something
and
else.
you're out of your routine.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, we're like gerbils, man.
Yes.
We just fucking
we find things to distract us from the current present moment, and I feel like that's why another reason
we've also trained ourselves to have like 900 windows.
Oh, 1,000%.
Which is one of the reasons where I'm like, are we dumber? Like the things that you can multitask and do,
but can you actually multitask?
You're not giving 100% for sure. It's like little shitty pieces of you,
right?
But I mean, you are doing 900 things at one time.
Yeah. I can barely breathe, blink, and click a fucking mouse at the same time. I can't. That's it.
I feel like I have ADD.
I feel like it too, but then I'm also like, okay, no, I'm overstimulated and I'm overcommitting.
Yeah, and how much caffeine have I fucking had today?
So in that, it's like, no, I'm not ADD. I'm just not.
Okay. So then that was going to go into self-esteem. Do you think that influences our kids' self-esteem a lot? Social media.
It can, positive and negative. Yeah. It depends on how mature enough that mind is to
it kind of depends on your mood too, because even as like an adult, you can get on there sometimes and it's super uplifting and you can see the same page tomorrow, your hormones can be fucking off, and all of a sudden you're focusing on the negative shit that's on the same damn page that you missed the first time.
I think that's also where like a strong mind would be like, I am not in the place to get on social media today because if I see something, it's going to trigger me and I'm going to this, I'm going to that. And it's a mature decision. An adult could, but how often we don't.
Well, yeah, but that's
and our kids
too.
They don't know that.
Exactly.
They don't
not
have
developed.
That yes. So in that, I think that even as adults, we do ourselves a disservice because we aren't that mature. Because we're looking for that instant gratification of something. You know what I mean?
Any adults that are mature, like all the way,
are boring.
We don't like them.
They're not our people.
No, like what do you do now?
Knit sweaters?
Yeah. Oh, they're super fun.
Play polo?
We act like high school girls.
That's right.
We just sound like old people. That's what they do. Oh no. My papa used to do that. He did after he would laugh and go, oh.
Oh, my grandpa used to go, shoot. He used to go, shoot. God, I would do anything to hear that again.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
And his whole gut. Ugh.
My papa would push us out of the driveway. My dad would put it in reverse, but you're a little kid, you didn't know until you got older that that's what they did. And my dad would slowly back out, and my papa would act like he was pushing us off the driveway.
Oh, I love
Every
that.
time we go, Papa, push us! And he'd come outside.
I hate that about myself. Like, I see the thing. I don't no. Okay, that was a negative thing. I didn't mean that. I don't hate that about myself. That's one thing I wish I would enjoy in the moment, is when older people, like, or my dad, for him to do something so stupid and silly to my kids, I'm like, okay, Daddy, come on. Like, let's go. Stop. They're not that young anymore. I do wish that I'd sit there and just let it happen. Because I know, one, he's enjoying it, but two, like,
you have to let
let
it happen.
my kids laugh about it. You know what I mean?
Let them
Stop
have their
being
own
such a
relationship.
rush.
Yes.
Stop having to just fast forward all
I
the
tell
time.
myself that all the time. Do not rush it. Like, whenever Ryder's being a little bit immature, or like, who gives a shit?
That's one of the biggest differences from when we lived in West Texas to when we moved here.
Mm-hmm.
I say here, when we moved to Houston.
Yeah.
It's very much a way slower pace of life there.
Yeah.
Mail, groceries, bills, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, way slower. I don't know. I wish my kids grew up in that to teach them patience.
Yeah.
But I think that knowing my kids, my son would abuse the instant gratification that he has now,
Mm-hmm.
had he grown up in such a patient life. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's an extremist.
All right. Are you ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you approach conversations about mental health regarding technology? I personally, I'm straight up. That's just who I am. I will, like, hey, we're going to talk about mental health. Mm-hmm. Sit down. We're going to do this real quick.
Yeah.
Like, I've been really upfront with that about Ryder. Like, dude, there are some fucking nut jobs out there. There are some serious nut jobs. Like, these people that purposely try to get kids to do shit, like, that's just a different kind of fucking evil. And I tell him, like, dude, like, you have to be so careful of who you talk to out there. Like, there's people out there that'll tell kids to kill themselves and shit. Like, it's just, ugh.
I watched a documentary about that. There was a teenage couple, and they were dating, and she was a popular girl. He wasn't. He had super bad depression, and she ultimately convinced him to kill himself and walked him through his suicide, and was like communicating with him while he was doing it. And then he stopped responding, and she responded back like, okay, I love you. And it's like, you're a fucking disgusting person. How could you live with yourself? You killed someone.
I mean,
in this, to know that someone's mind,
you definitely assisted. I mean, if he was the one doing it all,
yeah,
and
he clearly was very weak-minded on that. There was something that he needed help with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mental illness for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for someone to completely take advantage of that situation and coax someone to their death,
so
knowing
she
they can't come back
talked
from
him into it, like, from school, or he like
they started dating, and he like, and I think that was in his mind. I don't remember fully if they were actually in a relationship or if he believed that they were in a relationship, but that's how he felt about her. And they would communicate all the time, and he was always talking about.
So this was like a long period of time.
And so
I thought you were saying it was like a random phone call.
No,
he not that either one is right, but one obviously is more of a grooming, weird. That's what I'm scenario.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's just like the fact that that's out there.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah, and so young.
Yes,
like little evil people.
Yes. And not only that, but then it's the super twisted, like what you were saying, super twisted adults that sit there and like, getting off on the fact that they're controlling these kids to do
so
shit.
Weird. The devil is real. Oh my gosh, the devil is real.
I don't think
that is different kind of evil. How can you not? I mean, I don't know.
I think that my kids, the situation is so like I don't want to go into the details of what happened because I know that I'll get emotional. I nannied 3 kids, homeschooled them. They had a rough time with the dads in their lives. There were 3 kids, 3 different dads. Their mom wanted love so bad, and she had work that she needed to do on herself, and it was a terrible situation. Well, the girl ended up being sex trafficked and ultimately was murdered. And they sent a video on Snapchat of them sexually assaulting her before they did all of that to the older brother.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I have chills. It is to know that that's out there. It was like, I don't ever want my kids on social media ever. But at the same token, that it's going to happen anyway, unfortunately. And like, that's where we need to stand up and realize as parents, like, stop, watch your fucking kids. Love your fucking kids more than yourself, please. More than your addiction, more than yourself. Love and pay attention to them and nurture them and care for them and teach them and guide them. And if you can't, give them to someone who can't either, like physically, but can as a human.
Right. Yeah.
This world does not have to be like this.
I mean,
and social media is used as an avenue to just penetrate these minds all over, especially the young ones.
the devil rules here.
I'm ready for Jesus. Jesus, come get us.
Okay, so you would say then taking it head on, bull by the horn, sit them down, say it, be very blunt, graphic, and straightforward about it.
My point in saying all of that is my kids know that happened.
Yeah.
They knew her.
Ryder would know too, I would tell him.
They knew
it's
the family.
A fucking lesson. I mean, if nothing else, that situation needs to save this many other children.
Yes.
Like, use that to teach them. That's what if that were mine, I would want people to please tell them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so.
Yeah, and she does. Nicole has built the most phenomenal, I don't know if it's a nonprofit, I don't know if it's just a group, like an awareness group, but she has worked her ass off for Maddie's movement. And it is like, I hope that it saves, because she went to look it up, Maddie's movement. It's beautiful.
That's awesome. Okay, so how often do you honestly check your kids' phones? Like in depth? Like, how often do you just say, okay, I'm going to do a phone check?
I used to do it every day. Just because you never know. You know what I mean? Especially, so I used to do it every.
So were your kids on the phone that much?
No.
Okay, like mine.
So when we first,
like, I have checked Ryder's for weeks, and it's like the same 4 messages.
Yeah, no,
he just doesn't.
But you know, so great though.
It is.
That's
it
so
is.
great.
I don't. There's nothing to check. Yeah. There hasn't been, and if there is, if there's a behavior, that's whenever I'll go ham.
Yeah, now they're on it more than they used to be, but when I don't
check like I used to anymore, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
me neither. When my kids first got their phones, though, it was so that I could communicate with them while they were at their dad's.
Right.
So that they got phones young at that point, but it was just Wi-Fi. Then it was, they got the phone number. Then it was, but the only time that they got their phone was whenever we were in the car. So once they started getting them on a more consistent basis, because we started playing Call of Duty as a family on the phones, and then whenever they were gone, so they got them more, I checked it every night. I read text messages. I would look at their pictures. I would look at their deleted. I would look at their search history.
Yeah.
I was very intentional about that.
Yeah, I went through that too.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
And then now I'll check them here and there. They know that they are not allowed to change their password. I do give them space.
You want another one?
Hell no. I'll drown.
No.
Hell no.
To the no. Throughout their lives, what changes have you noticed behavior-wise? This one was big time, like when Ryder first started watching YouTube. Holy shit, what a little asshole. They turn into dickheads. Yeah. I had to take it away so many times, and for years. And then I'd try again like 3 years later, and he'd be a fucking asshole.
Yep.
Like, nope.
Yep.
Nope. And every time now he can watch it and he's fine. But I do not think the young one should be doing
No.
it. It does something to
No.
them.
Jax was the same way, and he took it out on Eden every fucking time. Every time.
Whitney had to take it away from Rhett.
Ugh.
At one point, I don't know if he's allowed it now, but the
Eden,
same thing. They get like,
well, Eden,
it's weird.
Eden mirrors people. So she doesn't mirror people. Let me unsay that. She is such an empath that she absorbs everyone else's emotions, and she gets so connected to it and holds them as if they're her own, and has yet to figure out how to recognize it herself when she's doing it. So much so that if she's watching a depressing movie or show or whatever, she's fucking depressed. I used to be the same way. And I didn't realize until I was an adult of like, when I watched that movie or that series, You, did you ever watch that? That is that, no, not You.
There's a new one out.
13 Reasons to Die or whatever it was. Or the one where she killed herself, and it was the teenagers and the friends, like she had gotten raped. It was based on a true story. 13 Reasons to, I think it's 13 Reasons to Die. And she wrote, I'm pretty positive that's what it was.
I'm scared to watch it now.
So she wrote a note.
I was not okay.
She wrote a note to each of the 13 people that influenced the reason why she killed herself, and had it mailed to them. And then she killed herself. And then that's like, they got the letter. It was fucking nuts. But like, Eden is I got very attached to that, and I held on to that, and I was in a funk for a long time before I realized what it was.
I read a book that did that to me once.
Yeah, I had to stop watching it. And now I know, and Coetzel does the same thing to me, the song Drunk Driving Again. And then there were some other songs, I can't listen to him because I'll get like super fucking depressed. It's wild. It's wild. I wish that I had more control over it. But Eden is that way. And so there are times where I'm like, you need to stop watching sassy shows. You're turning into a mean girl. Like, fix your fucking face. We already have a problem with it. We can't hide our emotion. Yeah. So when she thinks something's stupid or interprets something wrong, her face is very obvious. When she watches like Mean Girls and shit, bitch, I've never wanted to drop kick a fucking 11-year-old off a cliff. I tell you what.
We'd get along.
I know. I know.
Oh, that's not true.
She is rough. Okay. Like, can we watch Winnie the Pooh or something? Fuck.
Yeah.
Only.
That's it.
Never anything else.
How often do you encourage them to use technology? Like,
I don't encourage them to use it.
Ever? For any reason?
I say go YouTube it if they don't know how to do it.
YouTube it, Google it.
Yeah.
I make Ryder use it for stuff like that.
Yeah. Especially because it's something so fucking stupid.
Yeah. If you have it at your fingertips,
well, no,
find it. At least you have to do something. You have to figure it out.
Exactly. That goes to my point of technology is crippling because it is at their fingertips and they can just Google it and figure it out like that. Well, but they don't even try. Instead of trying, they go to Google. So it's like, I wish that Jax would have had to wait on the phone situation. We had a house phone first. I wish that I would have waited on that or gotten a phone that it was just a call phone and not like an app phone.
Yeah.
Because then it would have forced him to still have to physically figure things out. Like making a sandwich, I wasn't taught that. I watched it and I figured it fucking out. There were plenty of other, how to mow, I had to figure it out. I wasn't taught.
Yeah.
My dad redirected me after I was getting it very wrong.
I use YouTube all the time.
Sure. But like for simple things that my son calls me about, I'm like, bruh.
Give me an example.
The washer packet for the laundry. He thinks that he puts it where the liquid detergent goes.
Okay.
Read the instructions on the thing where it says to put it.
That's the same way I am. I'll make him read it. Read the instructions.
Yes.
How do I make this?
And not only that,
it says right there.
Not only that, there's 3 fucking pictures. Take the cube, put it in the thing, shut the door. You don't even have to read. You just have to look at the fucking pictures.
Yeah.
It's like IKEA.
It's true.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But instead you're going to call me? Fuck.
Yeah. Kid's a real loser. Yeah.
So but and then
So
I look at Eden and she's so self-sufficient. She Googles it. She figures it out.
she's a girl.
Ugh.
She's a girl.
At least I know she's not going to be a prima donna.
I didn't get to have a girl. I think having a girl would be special too.
You didn't get one for a reason. You're a bully.
Well, what does
If
that
your
have to do with
kids are
anything?
supposed to do to you 7 times what you did to your parents, and you're as much of a bully as you
I don't
are,
think I was a bad kid.
I'm fucked.
You should have been around me when I drank if you think I'm a bully now.
I was, and you bullied me.
You know what? You came back.
I was about to say because you quit drinking, but that would be really mean. and wrong.
You never left.
Yeah,
I know.
Uh,
That's crazy. It's been as long as it has.
do you encourage? Just go YouTube it, go Google it.
Yeah, on some stuff. I like if he wanted to make something a recipe, I'll make him go find it.
Oh
But
yeah,
I let Ryder use Pinterest.
yeah. Eden has Pinterest. Jax doesn't have a desire to use Pinterest.
He wants something else. He's been asking for something else. I get it. Most of his friends, I think, have things at this point.
What is it? Lemonade or whatever? Is that what he's asking for?
Just he asked me for Instagram the other day,
Oh.
and I said, like, let's see what you do. Like he's got
Saya? I don't. Well, should we say his name? Can we say his name? I guess we should ask Jessica. Well,
his whole family. I don't think they would have an issue with it.
I don't either. Saya has his Instagram, and he just has the one picture, and the caption of the picture says "Your girlfriend's favorite baseball player."
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
I love that. I love that confidence.
He definitely hasn't had any issues with that.
I was talking to her, and she was like,
and he shouldn't.
He was like,
the kid's a ball player, man.
But she goes, he has a different girlfriend like every week. Like it's a problem. He is girl crazy. I'm like, okay. He was like, she goes,
or he's just, I don't know, man. He sounds like he's getting a lot of attention.
I don't know.
He's cute.
Yeah, he is.
He's a cute kid.
And he's so funny.
He is funny. He's a witty.
Yeah, very.
Okay. The last one. You ready for this? It's a big one. What advice would you give to other parents who are struggling with technology use or like overuse with their kids? Like what advice
like
would you
you
give
find
them?
it a problem and they don't, or
like you want them to, I would assume like you can't get them to get off of it, or you know what I mean? That's what I would think overuse is, right? Struggling with overuse.
I don't know. I don't understand that. Overuse is in like
my kid won't stop and I can't get him off of it.
Oh, I would be a parent, just take it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that too mean?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I was literally in my brain said, don't be a pussy.
Yeah. Like be the fucking
take
parent.
your kid's shit.
You're not your kid's friend.
Yeah.
You're the parent first.
Yeah. Take their shit and don't give it back.
It's not that difficult.
It's really not. They actually start being pretty fucking cool when you do it too.
They really
do. You know what
do.
sucks about it? And I think the reason that as parents we're so hesitant on throwing down the fucking hammer is because when you ground your kids, you're fucking grounded too. Well, and it sucks. If you're really making them lock it down, you're not having any fucking fun either.
Yeah, but we had this conversation the other day. Like when your kids are grounded at the kids that are at the age that our kids are grounded, they're getting to the age where like I have cameras in my house. I can trust leaving them home alone, knowing that they're not like if I take the remote, sucks to fucking suck. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or if I take the power cord to the TV, you can't get on the TV.
Right.
You know? So like no electronics, no nothing. I know that they're going to be fucking miserable.
Yeah.
So, and I can go still do what I need to do.
I think about we were so fucking creative because we didn't have that shit in the summer.
Yes.
The games that we played.
We also played outside though. We didn't
constantly.
And I mean that because we made friends with people on our street.
Because you just go stomping around. Yeah. So you ran into somebody and you'd be like, "Hey man, you want to play?" And they were like, "Hell yeah." You'd go play and you'd build a fort together.
Right. And if you didn't like them, you still had them playing
Or
with
you'd
you.
fight them in the woods.
Yes, dude. Fuck yes.
We'd throw down.
You'd figure out who.
And then you'd still be hanging out with them the next day.
You'd be all over the neighborhood, not just on your street.
Oh, yeah.
All over the neighborhood.
In and out of houses.
And you'd be figuring out who was the witch on that street.
Dude, we would like jump people's fences, like through their backyards. And yeah.
We had,
because we always throwing shit in their backyards.
When we had our first house in Katy, when we first moved here, it was a neighborhood, and then there was a huge part of the woods that was between that, and I'm pretty positive it was the back of the school or something like that. But it was like really fucking scary. So scary, especially because the house right before it was a solo house. Like there was not a house on either side for quite a while. And everything else was a normal subdivision. So the fact that that was all by itself, it was like it was its own separate land. So that was where the witch lived. It had a thing in the front that was like the well or whatever. And we're like, that's where and then I found a tarantula there. So it was like, that's for sure a fucking witch. And so when we would go to the woods, we created in our minds, like, there's the dead bodies out there, and there's hobos that live in there that are super scary.
The imagination.
Yeah, like almost like real life. I don't know, dude.
We would pretend that we were being chased.
Yes. Yes.
And you would work yourself up.
Yes.
You'd be believing that shit. And then you'd hear a noise, you're like, oh God, what the fuck? On the back. Knowing that you created this whole thing. Do you remember when your parents would ask you to go get some out of the car at night?
Oh, hell no.
Dude, in my mind,
all of a sudden,
every time, it was like a fucking werewolf that was after me. Yeah. Every time I'd get it, you'd go out there real slow, get it, and then just haul ass back inside. My mom, too, would be like, Lindsay's not scared to the other kids. That bitch manipulated me.
All the therapists watching are like, oh, that's actually your inner demon. You are chronically psycho.
Didn't catch me. I got in there.
No, saying like for that to be in your mind and not in real life, like your inner demon, that's who you're talking to. Actually. You are mentally ill.
No, I'm not. I probably am a little bit.
That's your paranoia.
We probably all are a little bit.
That's your subconscious paranoia.
I'm just twisted as shit.
Trauma.
I'm definitely different than I was a few months ago. So weird how quickly that can happen.
And some of it is overnight too.
Yeah. One instance anymore can flip it where I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. I just don't have room for any fucking drama right now.
Yep.
Any.
I'm excited for you. You don't stare off into the space and your mood change anymore.
Yeah.
That was a struggle 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You've come a long way. I'm proud of you.
Me too. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I think we're done.
Okay.